Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here with Chicago legend Andrew Shaw. Oh my gosh, this is pretty cool because I told him before he got on camera, one of my favorite players because he did all of the little things that make a championship team go. Andrew, thanks for coming on. Appreciate it very much.
Thanks for having me.
Tell me a little bit about life after hockey.
Oh, kids, man. Yeah, they're in sports. I feel like I'm an Uber driver, driving them around, practices, all that kind of stuff. But I'm enjoying it. I live on the water, so in the summer's beautiful.
Nice.
The kids enjoy the pool, the lake, all the water sports. So just enjoying life at this moment. I moved away from home at a young age, so being home around my family is a big special.
Yeah, you guys are, especially when they recognize talent pretty early, which I would imagine an NHL player is being scouted at about 5 years old, 6 years old. You guys are kind of, moved right into the pathway of success, right? And you're kind of taking on a journey.
Yeah, it's a different story for everyone, how they get there. But for me growing up, I never looked into the future thinking like, oh, I'm going to play in the NHL. Yeah. It was just, I loved playing hockey. I loved the friends I made through the way, and I had a lot of passion for the sport, and I was very fortunate enough that it took me really far into hockey.
Well, you were not one of those players where it was easy early on, right? You really had to scrap and fight and get your way onto the team, and once you got your shot, you kind of kicked it in. What was the mindset there? What was the thought on that?
I always just played with like a chip on my shoulder. I love proving people wrong.
Yeah.
People always told me I wasn't big enough. You were too small and not enough skill. But I'm like the little engine that could. I just kept working and kept pushing and, blocked out the noise. I always found when I was having fun, I was playing my best. So I just tried to bring good energy, to the locker room and to my teammates. And, I just ran with it. And like I said, I was a fortunate enough kid to make it to the NHL.
What's the best memory that you have of playing for the Chicago Blackhawks teams that won all those championships? We're always in the playoffs. What was the best memories that you have, maybe off the ice, like at the hotels or with the guys or in the locker room, the camaraderie?
I look back at it as we were on the plane a lot.
Yeah.
So I wasn't the kind of guy that would like to, read a novel or anything. So I joined the card table my rookie year, and, looking back at all those memories, the laughs we'd share, the fun we had, the pranks we pulled on each other, that's the stuff that I miss.
Yes. I would imagine so. So what's the best memory on the ice?
On the ice, first game, scored a goal and got in a fight. It was pretty amazing.
That's a good game.
60 people in the crowd from my hometown, so it was very special. But I got to go to 2013-15, winning those cups.
Absolutely amazing.
When you're a kid, you're playing road hockey on the ice with or on the road with your buddies, and you're always pretending like Game 7, Stanley Cup Finals, and I actually got to live, playing in the Stanley Cup, and those are memories I'll take to the grave.
Living out dreams. Now we're here at the Helping Hands Network, helping people with disabilities live out some of their dreams. What does it mean to you to be a part of something like this, to be able to parlay your success into stewardship and philanthropy?
Well, it is just a sport to us playing, but the joy you bring to people and the capability of giving back to the community. I came from a small town, so community was huge. They supported me and pushed me, and if I can give back in any way, especially to special people like this, to make them enjoy life and have fun, because life to me is all about smiling and having fun and enjoying those good times. So to watch them be able to do that, it's very special.
It's a humble champion right here. Thank you so much for coming on the show. We appreciate it very much. And I feel like a birdie's in your future here. You piped one out down the middle.
Yeah, well, I got good teammates to pull me through, and now we got to get you to your ball. We're gonna find it. He is gonna.
All right. Cheers. Thank you.